Afternoon, I'm Bailey Peterson. In just a couple of hours, the Sioux Falls City Council will decide the fate of the Brockhouse Collection. It's our top story at 4. Tonight, they will cast the final vote of the taxidermy collection that was once on display at the Great Plains Zoo. The mounts are expected to be declared surplus and gifted to various organizations out of state. The University of Notre Dame says it has requested a large percentage of the collection.
But I look at the University of Notre Dame and their mission and their purpose and why they would want a collection like this on display. And that, to me, fits better, that this collection would be cared for immensely and it would have the continued lifespan as opposed to being where it is or where it has been next to the zoo.
One city councilor says she plans to bring an amendment to the resolution that would create an interactive exhibit that honors the Delbridge and Brockhouse family legacies and their contribution to wildlife conservation and education in the community. The amendment will be presented at 7 tonight. Along with that vote will be the council's decision to gift the mounts to those places interested in them.